Welcome students to English 318 Advanced Professional Communication. This is a short introduction to the class, much as what I would do if we were meeting face to face. I first want to go through the syllabus and highlight some things that are important, and then I'll take you to some of the online learning issues to get you a little bit familiar with the online Canvas system so we can have a good start to the class. So let's start with the syllabus. Okay, here's the syllabus, and this is my contact information here. The best way to communicate with me is through my BA Thatch at NMSU email. I read the email all the time. And as I say on my introduction to the course, if you have a question about the course that other students would want answered as well, and it's not a personal question, don't send me an email, but send me or post a question on the discussion board, the Canvas discussion board, and so I can answer it for everyone. My phone number, that's my office phone, but I will not be in my office most of the summer. Here's my cell phone. If you have a question, an urgent question, you can leave me a text, or something's up, you need to talk to me, you can send me a text. Okay, I want to move to the description of the course. This course helps students improve their writing in technical and professional contexts. Students will learn how to initiate, plan, compose, and evaluate written communication. They will carry out these writing activities in real workplace scenarios, thus helping them understand how writing is used to carry out organizational goals, influence social relations, and develop effective and ethical uses of technology. I'm a professional writer myself. I write tons of grants and manuals, and everything that you will write in this course I've written many times professionally. And so this course immerses you into the workplace, and you actually can see how your documents will function in the workplace. And I like this part of it. I'm a professional writer myself, and so you're going to have a good taste of what it's like to write in the workplace. Here are the objectives, and you can read these later on, but basically I want to improve all aspects of your writing, from planning and composing to revising. I want to work on your understanding of audience, how to understand how people read documents. We'll work on grammar and style, and then we'll understand how documents actually function in the workplace, how they solve problems, how they define relationships between humans, etc. So there's a lot of good objectives in this course, and I think actually the online environment is a really great place for this course because the topic is writing, and we place our documents online, we comment on those documents online, and so it's a really good online course. We have only one textbook that's required. That's Anderson, Paul V., his Technical Communication, a Reader-Centered Approach. We will be using the 7th edition. I know that the 6th edition is probably close enough that you can get by, but we will have a quiz on pretty much every chapter. And so that book is required. I recommend buying an online edition because you can read it online, take notes online, and it's a lot less expensive. No other materials are required. There are 3 or 4 course pack readings that I have uploaded to the Canvas website or work site, and we'll read most of those. Those will be scattered throughout the semester, mostly at the start and at the end. Okay, assignments and percentages. The first assignment's resume and cover letter. That's just to get you introduced to the approach in this class. That's worth 10%. You will actually need to find a job and write a resume and cover letter for that job. The next is a proposal or decision making report, and this has 3 distinct stages. We're going to first write the problem memo, and we will use the starting guide to write that problem memo, and then we will do some visual invention, but basically you're going to write the first half of the proposal, which is the problem section. That's worth 10%. And then you will have an audience analysis and a research memo, and this will include creating research instruments such as surveys and interview questions. That's worth 10%. And then you'll have a final proposal that's worth 20%, and this includes the problem section and the solution section. Those first two, or I guess those first 4 assignments, you write on your own. The final assignment is a collaborative instructional project, and when I teach this class face-to-face, students can work in groups of 3. You all are welcome to work together if you're taking this this class with me, with another person you know, or you can do the collaborative instructional project on your own. Essentially, you write a short set of instructions. You will then need to test these instructions, conduct usability tests with 3 target testers. That's worth 20% of your grade. Next is a Canvas discussion. You are required to post 1 discussion for each class for a total of 20 out of 23 possible posts. In other words, there's 23 possible posts, and you need to post 20. Discussions are due by midnight on the assigned day. You can post a response or thoughtful questions or discussions about a chapter or course back reading, or about a posted student assignment such as a resume or proposal. In other words, all of you are going to upload drafts of all of your assignments, and part of what you can do is you can look at other people's drafts and respond to them or ask questions. Your Canvas discussions must be thoughtful, connected to the chapters, and must have about 250 words. Next, you'll have Canvas online quizzes. You're required to take online reading quizzes as announced on the schedule of activities. Quizzes are due by midnight of the day of classes. We have a couple of quizzes on, most of the time we have 1 quiz per class day. Sometimes we have 2. But as I've written on the class introduction, I'm assuming a Monday through Thursday class schedule just as face-to-face for the summer. So you will have a quiz Monday through Tuesday, or Monday through Thursday. You can take these quizzes in advance. All of them are up now, so you can take them whenever you want. But I would suggest you take them around the scheduled time because the quizzes reinforce what we're doing. Then for extra credit, you can post extra Canvas posts or discussions for up to 10%. 20 points for 0.5% each credit for each post. Those are the assignments. For each assignment, I take you through the actual process that I use to write these things myself. I write lots of resumes, cover letters. I write lots of proposals and instructions. I'm going to take you through the exact process. Now, if some of you are used to first year composition where you went through a process and you thought that process was busy work, and then at the end you kind of put it all together at the end, and then you turn to the end, you can't do this on this course. These, especially the proposal and the instructions, you have to start and go through the process because it's really hard to just blow off the first parts of this process and then write up a good proposal at the end. I take you through the process I use. It's a process that works well, and so make sure that you follow the process for these assignments. There's a lot of quizzes. It's a reading intensive course. One of the reasons why I required this textbook is this textbook teaches, or its approach is very similar to my approach. So if you were to take this in a face-to-face class, I would have a much smaller textbook, but I would supplement that small textbook with a lot of lectures. But this textbook is excellent, and so that's why I have 20% of your grade is for online reading quizzes. Okay, moving on, we'll go to the grading. I will use a plus-minus system for the final grade. And then I want to talk about PRIOS, and you'll be introduced to PRIOS very shortly on the Buddy McCormick memos. But I use what's called an analytical grading system. And PRIOS, and if there's one thing I want you to take with you at the end of this class, is PRIOS. PRIOS is an acronym for Purpose, Reader, Information, Organization, and Style. Each of your major assignments, I will give you a PRIOS grade, which means I will break the 100 points possible into 5 categories worth 20 points each. I will grade your purpose, reader, information, organization, and style. And this gives you an analytical assessment of your writing, because sometimes maybe your style is great, but your reader sensitivity is not, or your organization is not. Prios is a very effective grading tool, but it's also a really effective planning tool. And we're going to use it to plan documents. And I use Prios professionally, and because it's so useful. Whenever I start writing a document or thinking about a document, I first decide what's its purpose. And then once I understand its purpose, I look at reader. Purpose and reader tell me the information that's needed. Purpose, reader, and information tell me how it should be organized. And then the previous four, purpose, reader, information, organization, tell me what style is appropriate. Okay, moving on. Assignments are due by midnight of the day indicated in the syllabus or the schedule of activities. Turn in all assignments through Canvas as Dropbox, assignment Dropbox, and late assignments will be penalized 1 full letter grade for each day late. That's pretty standard stuff. This is the first time I've used Canvas, first time everyone's used Canvas. Hopefully it'll work well. I like it a lot better in Blackboard. It's already much easier for me to use, but hopefully we can get these bugs worked out. Okay, ethics and plagiarism. You have to do your own work and appropriately identify work that is not yours, that you use. And if you don't, you will at least get an F for this class. I rarely have problems with plagiarism because we go through the writing process and I take you through the whole thing and I see the project evolving. And if you're going to plagiarize, it'll be more work because you have to start from the beginning. And these are so personal, most of these assignments as well, that plagiarism is not usually an issue, but occasionally it comes up, and just be aware of those policies. Okay, a little bit about me. I'm an associate professor here at New Mexico State. I'm actually going to be a full professor starting in August. My PhD is from Purdue University in Indiana. I have an MA and BA from North Carolina State in Raleigh. I was born in Idaho but lived in South America, Ecuador, for 4 years. My research areas are cross-cultural business and technical communication in Latin America and United States. I'm also on faculty at 2 universities in Juarez, basically bilingual. I do a lot of work in cross-border communications, mostly helping U.S. organizations, including government and nonprofits, work and communicate with Mexican nationals in Mexico. Okay, now, the schedule of activity I have here, this is the same schedule that I will update you very frequently on the Canvas page. As you see, I have it organized into 4 columns. We have in the first column the date, of course, the second column what you're going to learn, and the readings do signal what you're going to read, and many of them, if their course pack readings are linked there. And then the assignments are due in this column. Now I update this about every day. I think it's pretty close to the final version, but it could be a little bit different. So make sure that you check for every day of class. You check it. Now, as you see on the schedule, on the dates, this is a Monday through Thursday schedule, and we go through. And what I did is I had to double time, or this course is twice as fast as a normal semester. That's normal for summer. Anyway, we will work hard this semester. Please keep up. As I mentioned, you cannot blow off 1 week and then come back and try to finish. But you can get a little bit ahead, and you can catch up on the weekends with some of the assignments, but you need to plan for that. Because of the quizzes are due on midnight of the day, because the Canvas discussion posts are due at that time, you need to plan this course very carefully. If you're going to take a week's vacation during this summer session, this course is going to be really hard to do, because we have to treat it, because the writing process has all of these parts and milestones. We have to work at it every day. It's not something you can leave for a week and then come back. Anyway, I look forward to a good course. Please send me your questions, post them on Canvas, or if you have personal questions, send me an email. Thank you.